Hey guys,
Hey guys.
here we are welcoming all of you tonight to the June edition. We're doing these monthly updates. You know, sometimes when there's a lot of action going on, a lot of things, maybe we could do more than one.
Yeah, you know, we were thinking about the title and we're like, gosh, there's so much to talk about. We're just going to call it the June update.
Yeah, and I think that'll help everybody kind of keep track, because the great news is even if you don't your phone was on, by the way. The sound was on your phone. I feel like I'm in my classroame again. Can everybody please shut their phone off? I'm trying to teach.
Am I going to have to sing now or something?
I think you're going to get detention.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you get detention.
I might be excited about that. Detention with Joe Raiti.
Very nice. I'm not blushing. Anyways, so we want to try to keep track, because I know a lot of you right now, we have 96 people here.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of people can't make it yet, or they're going to come later tonight once it goes up on the page and the channel. And it'll be nice to kind of, for them to be able to tell, well, where's June, where's...
Yeah, that way, you know, especially when you think about some of the big updates, like the Bronco, like this F-150 unveil that's happening tomorrow, and all the things that we have to talk about.
We got some stuff. You would think, oh, because there's no auto shows going on, everything must be pretty chill. But it kind of makes it even crazier. It makes it crazier, because now instead of everything being under one roof, now we got to go and track it down.
Yeah, it's a little challenging.
And we're tracking it down for you guys, because you guys, they deserve to see the stuff now and see it on Raiti's Rise. So we want to go out and track this stuff down. Now, somebody already super chatted before we even started.
Yes, Jason Brozick.
Super chat. Actually super chatted before we went live. So Jason, thank you. First of all, here is your ultimate shout out, the first person to super chat tonight. And Jason said, good evening. Hot and humid here in upstate New York. Well, guess what? It's even hotter and more humid down here in
like
swampland, Florida. Excited about the F-150 tomorrow. Trust me, so are we. Can't wait till you get your hands on one. And then in Borat's voice, high five. Yes, so thank you.
Thanks,
high five.
Jason.
We got to do air high fives because of social distancing, which we've been doing here on Raiti's Rise when we're filming and all that. But definitely use that super chat feature like Jason did. If you want to have a question, definitely heard and read, or you just want to be recognized. We love recognize all of you. We're going to try our best to get to questions as we go through our little presentation.
That's right.
I think we sort of need to start off where we're going to start off.
The burning question that all of us, me included, have been wanting to know: what is the deal? What's the status on your Shelby GT 350R Heritage Edition? Please tell us what's going on.
So a lot of you obviously sharing the fun, sharing the enjoyment of being, me being able to live out this dream. I mean, ever since I was a kid, you guys saw, and happy belated Father's Days to all the great dads out there. Happy belated Father's Day from last weekend. I posted that picture of my dad from 1978.
Wow.
Or no, 77 in front of his Shelby GT 350, his 1969 Shelby GT 350. You guys are awesome. That picture, you guys made my dad's day.
Oh, he was
that
so
picture has over 3,000 likes on it.
We got to tell him, we were like, you're Instagram famous, or you're internet famous.
Yeah, you're YouTube famous.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, my parents don't even use email. Okay, they don't even use email. They don't have a Facebook.
Cell phone between the two of them.
One cell phone and like just a basic, basic cell phone. It's not even, I wouldn't even really call it a smartphone. So you guys made my dad's Father's Day. He was so proud. He was taking my phone and showing all my brothers and sisters and everybody else that was over the house how his picture from 1977 with his GT350. One thing I want to point out, which kind of made me laugh, somebody, I think there was maybe two people that said, wow, you have a really nice house in the background.
Yeah, that's
not a house. That's actually a state college where my dad stopped and took a picture.
Because he lived in upstate New York, or he lived in New York.
Yeah, he lived in Brooklyn. Yeah, he lived in Brooklyn. So
that's somewhere in Brooklyn.
I come from a regular middle income family. Like, we didn't have a mansion with pillars and all that.
Your dad was a mechanic.
My dad owned a mechanic shop. Yeah. I mean, he was in the Air Force for 6 years.
So he was a jet engine mechanic. That's how he started out.
And then he went from there. But we got super chats. So Jason, thank you for starting off the super chats. The next person super chatting is going to be Ulysses.
Yep.
Ulysses, I love that name. Very powerful, strong name. have you ever driven a Ram RT? If not, would you? I have not been able to get my hands on a Ram RT yet. I definitely want to. I actually have been trying to work with somebody locally that actually has a V10 powered Ram, that Dodge Viper V10 engine in a Ram pickup truck. So we are going to try to track that down for you. Friday, I'm going to be filming at Jerry Home Dodge.
Okay.
If I see anything unique Ram truck, I will bring it for you, Ulysses. Only for you. Thank you for super chatting. You're awesome. Listen, remember, the super chat, the money goes into bringing it to you.
Back to the channel.
More to the channel. We got some stuff, some surprises, especially if you live in Pennsylvania or those surrounding areas.
Yes.
We got another super chat from Nicholas Foy. He says, how do you feel about the Ford F-150 redesign being released tomorrow? Well, good thing you brought that up. It's actually kind of interesting because we were going to do the super chat. Excuse me, not the super chat. We were going to do the live chat tomorrow.
Yeah, typically we do these live Q&As on Thursdays once a month. If you guys have been following that.
Thursday seems to be the
idea. We were trying to build a consistent pattern.
Yeah, I like consistency, consistency in the reviews, consistency with how we do things. So because of that, we're actually doing the live Q&A tonight, and I'm very excited. And I have the embargoed information, and
how much can you tell us tonight?
I can't tell you anything. All I can tell you is that it's totally redesigned. You're in for some big surprises.
Wow.
And I think that it's really going to be something because where the F-150 has been lacking is going up against the Ram, especially on interior.
Okay.
So there's some changes coming with that, and we'll have to wait and see tomorrow.
So
Tune in tomorrow, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on Raity's Rides. You will get the virtual unveil. I will walk you through the whole thing. I got B-roll footage from Ford. I got pictures, and I have all the information. So thank you, Kristen, over at Ford Corporate, for getting me that information of Kristen. I know Kristen loves Raity's Rides, and she loves to watch. So thank you, Nicholas, for that super chat. Landon.
You guys are awesome.
Snowburger.
So are you, Landon.
Thank you, Landon. Listen, I really firmly believe, and I'm not like blowing smoke up anybody's butt, which I know that kind of sounds weird, but that's an actual saying. I really feel like we have the best people here in Raity's Rides.
I completely agree.
The Raity's Rides family is just some of the greatest on YouTube, and the way you guys answer other people's questions.
Yeah.
Nobody, I mean, we're going to always have the haters. The haters always are going to come out. They're drinking the haterade.
I love the competition about who's going to be first. I just think I'm a competitive person, and I just think it's awesome.
I actually think that YouTube should recognize you guys some way, shape, or form. For every time that you are first to comment or first to like, you get something that acknowledges you on the screen.
Yeah, I think that would be nice.
Because at the end of the day, we just all want to be acknowledged.
I do want to point out Christian Butler. This just made me crack up. He drove over a Twinkie in his Honda Accord and was like, Raity's Rides.
That's right. I'm sure he squirted cream everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Who did the, so that was Jason.
Well, we've got a $10 one down. You're going the wrong way.
We're going wrong way.
Wrong way. There we go.
And then Isaac. So let me go back to Landon. Thank you, Landon. You're really awesome. Isaac Sanchez. What was the funniest thing you saw as a teacher?
How long do you have, Isaac? He was a teacher for 18 years.
I don't know if it's the funniest. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this.
But you're going to talk about the bathroom thing?
Yeah. Can I say it in a clean way?
You could try.
Okay. So I'm all about keeping it clean on Raity's Rides. I don't know if that's going to help.
Probably don't.
I try to keep it as clean as I possibly can because we have a lot of family members that watch Raity's Rides. I get so many people that comment in saying, hey, my son is yelling on throttle when he plays with his Matchbox and his Hot Wheel cars. Awesome. My daughter loves riding with me in the Porsche, and then we love watching your Porsche reviews. So I get lots of stuff. So I'm going to try to keep this as clean as possible. So it was the day of a big AP psychology exam, and I was throwing like a little brunch for my students so nobody would have to take the test on an empty stomach.
Very smart.
And one of my students went to the restroom, and he came back and he's like, Mr. Raiti, I think somebody is having a seizure in the men's restroom.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, oh my God, I got to go in and do something.
Yeah.
So I go into the restroom, and there was nobody there in the immediate area, the open area, but behind one of the stall doors, I could see somebody lying on the floor.
Okay.
So I kind of I crouched down, like put my hands on my legs and kind of peeked a little bit, and I could see the top of somebody's head. And I was like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I didn't get any answer. So I then decided, let me get down a little further to see what's going on. Why isn't this? Are they choking on something?
Maybe, yeah.
Are they ODing on?
Very scary. It is very scary.
So I got down to about ground level, and that's where I saw something.
What is it that you saw?
That I can't ever unsee.
I
can't ever unsee. This person was basically taking care of business.
Oh, okay.
And I remember I was like, stop. I didn't know what to do. I just said stop, like a train was coming at me, or so I was like, stop. And the person didn't stop. So my next thing was, I didn't want to be in that vicinity.
No, just run.
While they're wrapping things up.
No, God, no.
I don't want to be part of that.
That's
so I went out of the bathroom, told my student to call the front office, and then they sent somebody down. And that's
terrible.
May not be the funniest.
That's just
or maybe
terrible.
It's the funniest for you guys, but it wasn't funny for me. And it's just something that when you're in college, they don't ever say, "Hey, this is going to happen to you. What should you do?"
They don't really.
They don't talk about that.
We just got a super chat. From
Another
Jay-Z.
super chat. Hold on a second, real quick. So that was Isaac. Isaac, I hope that story was worth the super chat. I think everybody is probably applauding you for asking that question.
Okay, so
James
says,
thank you.
Hi, Joe and Lori, you rock. Between the Chevy ZR2 and the Toyota Taco TRD Pro, which is the true midsize king? I've owned both, and no.
I think when it comes down to the nitty gritty, the actual off-road driving capability, I'm going to say it's the ZR2.
Okay.
I think that the suspension, the engine, and the transmission, and especially having four-wheel disc brakes. One of the problems with the Tacoma is that the rear brakes are drums. So that is, in any type of situation, whether you're driving normal, off-roading, or whatever, drum brakes suck.
Yeah.
Especially when they get wet.
Yeah.
So I would say overall, I would go ZR2, but in the end, I personally would buy the Tacoma TRD Pro.
Oh, really?
I love that green.
Well, and see, isn't that what it comes down to how you feel in the actual car? Because you can put all the left brain stuff, you can put it all in a category and say all the reasons why something is going to be better. Yeah. But then, hey, look, we've got two more.
We got two. So let me just go back to James. Thank you, James. We appreciate it. I hope that answered your question for you. Jaden, what structural damage did my old Saab have? I don't know if many of you know, but Jaden was actually rear-ended. If anybody follows him on Instagram, I'm going to say the rear subframe, but behind your bumper cover, that was damaged. And I think that's something that would cost too much to repair from that rear-end collision that he took. And the good news is, the best news is, Jaden is okay.
That is good to know.
So, and he wound up tracking down another car. Benji's here. Benji works over at Walker Ford.
Hey, Benji, thank you so much.
You
know what? And he says, just wanted to say hi. I miss y'all. COVID sucks. Yep, it does.
Yes, Benji, we miss you, man. And I think everybody would agree. Zong COVID does suck, and it's a tough situation. And you know what? We're all doing our best to try to get through it. And so many of you have either privately messaged me on Instagram or Raity's Rides Facebook account, or just openly posted it on a video on a channel, thanking us for bringing you the constant car footage and stuff during this time where some of you are still in quarantine or whatever the situation may be.
Everybody's situation is very different. That's one thing that we've found.
Mike has a great, Mike super chatted.
Yeah.
So thank you, Benji. Mike, thank you for the super chat. He has a great question. How old were you when you discovered your passion for cars? I actually remember two moments, Mike. I'm going to tell you about two moments where one moment I was scared out of my mind of cars, and the second moment where the passion came in. I was 5 years old. My dad took me down to a drag strip in New Jersey called Englishtown, and they had these jet-powered drag race cars. They were there just for show to and I remember being 5 years old, standing close down to the drag strip and hearing the loud noise and the flame, I actually started crying.
Wow.
I started crying. I didn't know what the heck was going on. Nobody prepared me for that at 5.
Well, yeah.
So that's where I was kind of scared of cars.
Interesting.
Where the passion really came into play, I remember it clear as day. 7 years old, we moved down to Florida. My dad took me to the 12 Hours of Sebring back in 1983.
Yeah.
And
what a difference 2 years makes.
Seeing the cars, hearing a V12 from a Ferrari, hearing a V8 from a Corvette, a flat air-cooled 6 out of a Porsche 911, there was just something so magical about that environment.
To the races quite a bit.
But that was the first. He's saying, when did I?
Yeah.
From that moment on, I was hook, line, and sinker. We would go every year.
Every year.
Yeah, every year. But his question was, when the passion? That's the moment.
Yeah, and I love how you said that your dad would make you close your eyes and try to guess the.
Yeah, one of the fun things. One of the reasons why I love sports car endurance racing is because of all the different types of cars that race. And what he would do is he would have me close my eyes, and I would have to tell him just by the sound of the car, what car was it. So a flat 6 has a very unique sound compared to a V8 out of a Corvette.
I love that.
So on and so forth.
Like a party trick.
So Mike, hopefully that answered your question.
We've got one from Corey himself.
Corey,
in the name of the like button.
Yes, thank you, Corey. Listen, we appreciate every time. I think sometimes people get a little confused, and it's okay to be confused. Trust me, I get confused all the time. Sometimes they hit the dislike button because they don't like the car.
I know, which is like,
technically when you hit the dislike button, you're disliking the video.
I know.
Not just what the car is.
Yeah.
So just something to remember. Listen, if you need to hit the dislike button, I'm not begging for likes or anything like that. But if you do, just understand that when you hit the dislike button, you're actually disliking the video.
I think everybody here knows too. I would say we all have to educate people that don't know.
But thank you guys, and thank you guys that do like the videos, that do comment all the time, and definitely for watching the ads.
Yeah,
that's how we generate our revenue. That's how I'm able to do. I was able to quit teaching, and we do this full time and bring all this awesome content. For you guys. So thank you, Corey, for doing that.
And then we've got 2 more super chats.
We got some more super chats. Then we can get back.
Russell, Zonk has been incorporated into my daily life now. I love this. He even zonked a VP at his company. So many zonks. Thank you for that.
That is awesome. And I'm so glad that I could share that with you. It's so fantastic. And trust me, I don't even know where these words, I mean, I know where they come from, obviously, but I don't know why I say them, but they make sense to me. And I think it's great to see a lot of you.
VP.
Yeah, zonk the VP. And I think another one that people love is On Throttle.
Oh, who doesn't love On Throttle?
When that father told me that their son is yelling On Throttle with his, I mean, that's like a win. That's a win for the car people out there. So thank you, everybody, and definitely thank you, Ben, for the super chat.
Yep.
Jaden.
We got one from Jaden.
We got a bunch of them. Yeah. Jaden, how did airbags work and when do they deploy? It's all based off of a sensor, and it all depends on how much of an impact you are having with your car and where is that impact coming. Because airbags are so expensive to replace, they want to make sure that airbags are not just going to go off every time that you hit a speed bump.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there you go.
And
hopefully
Miles
that answers your
had
question.
Some good information on that too in his comment. Mustang Maniac.
Thank you for the super chat and that thumbs up. And guess what? I can't wait to get my Shelby so I could be a Mustang Maniac.
That's right.
Yes.
We need to talk about something special with the Mustang too.
And then Million Miler. I appreciate the super chat. Keep working hard. I know driving that truck and whatnot, you're working your butt off. That's thank you for doing that.
And then we've got another super chat from Giovanni Chavez.
Hello from Mexico. Listen.
Thank you for watching. From Mexico. That's awesome.
That's another thing. It's just the global reach. Giovanni, thank you for tuning in from Mexico. And it's a pleasure to have you part of the Raiti's Rise family. So
keep the questions coming. We need to get back to a little bit of an agenda that we set aside, and we have not gotten to the update on the Shelby GT350R. What is going on?
So we got more. We got more super chats. Chuck Dorn from Canada. Thank you, Chuck. Next year we are hoping, fingers crossed, to make it to the Toronto Auto Show. Yeah. We want to see you guys up in Canada. Yeah. Jaden, advice: don't post an accident on you. Jaden, that's the best advice you could give anybody. Yeah. If you're in an accident, especially if it's not your fault, don't go posting it anywhere. You got to protect yourself and everything else. But very good advice, Jaden. Thank you, Chuck. I have my Shelby keychain. I don't know if you guys remember Lori, or I should say Santa. Santa gave me this for Christmas, and if you notice, it's just a keychain, but there's nothing attached to it. I've been holding on to this, waiting for the Shelby GT350. So here it is. The big news, tomorrow it's being built. My 2020 Shelby GT350R Heritage Edition. Thanks to all of you. It's being built tomorrow. Wow. Here's some cool news.
Exciting.
It's really exciting. We've been waiting for this a long time. I remember when we went to go buy your Focus ST before Raiti's Rides was even a thing. And there was a guy who was a YouTube person. I don't know what kind of channel he had, but he was buying a Shelby GT350 that day.
I remember.
And I was like, man, that must be nice.
I know. And I remember dreaming about it with you. And I know. Thinking about it and dreaming about it one day.
Thank you everyone for helping me make this dream come true. It still doesn't feel real until I actually get the car, but I have the key fob ready. And I know a lot of you are like, well, that's not the current Shelby logo. This is the old school one. Well, I got a Heritage Edition, so kind of makes sense to have that Heritage connection.
Excited. We'll keep you posted along.
And here's another little fun fact. There's a subscriber out there who lives in Ocala that ordered a Mustang GT Performance Pack Level 1. His car is getting built tomorrow as well. So technically, if all goes according to plan, his car should arrive at Walker Ford the same time mine does, and he's going to drive down from Ocala, which is over an hour away, to come share the moment.
That's really exciting. That's really what makes it even more special. Benji sent us a super chat here.
So Benji is actually super chatting.
Benji's the man.
This is how nice Benji is. Benji's actually using his hard-earned money to super chat to help other people get their questions out.
That's really sweet.
At SRT_life wants to know, what's my favorite muscle car? I think if it, just from what it means to me, sentimental reasons why, a 1969 Shelby GT350. That's really a special car for me because taking rides with my dad on the weekend, really enjoying that V8 and really what a cool car that was to be around. And of course, I love the original, the 1965 Shelby GT350.
Oh yeah,
that to me really, and I know maybe some people don't view those as a muscle car per se, but those are the ones that really make my heart pitter patter. Stay tuned. I got a 1969 Hurst Olds coming to you on the channel.
Exciting.
Number 1 of 900 made that year.
What?
Number one.
Number one. I can't wait to hear this story. I guess I'll have to wait.
All right, so we have some more. Is that
was from
so?
Benji.
Thank you, Benji, for doing that for SRT Life.
Such a great guy.
Isaac Sanchez has
your leg workout.
So my
inquiring minds want to know.
Obviously, calf raises are definitely going to be in the leg workout. Lunges, squats. I mean, the usual. I don't really do
the
stair machine. I really don't go.
He models on the side.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
His calves.
Oh, please don't even start that.
Sorry, I'm just kidding.
But you just gotta not skip leg day. That's the best advice. Don't skip leg day.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for Isaac. Great question.
Thank you, Isaac.
All right. So let me try this. Germeza Accordeon.
I think you did an awesome job.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hi, Joe and Lori. If you're ready, I'm ready. Here's a small contribution for a brew and some Twinkies. Hugs to your dad. I'm also a vet, and my wife is a teacher.
That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for that. And definitely, tell your wife thank you for teaching, and obviously thank you for your service to our country.
As well.
Yeah, we really appreciate.
I'm not sure how a beer and a Twinkie would taste together. So
maybe a milk and some Twinkie.
Yeah, maybe you try that one. Let us know. Report back.
Thank you for that. Awesome.
You so much.
We appreciate your generosity, and stay tuned because we have some information where we're taking some of the super chat money is actually going to come visit some of you.
Yes.
But that's the Shelby GT350R being built tomorrow. I'm going to make some vlogs to bring you along the journey of that process. Usually within a week, it leaves the factory. So that's the goal.
A week. Okay.
A week from tomorrow, it leaves the factory.
We're all going to be waiting to hear more. So you promise to keep us updated?
Of course I'm going to. And listen, I'm so glad to be able to share the excitement. There's so much bad news Here's some good news. Yes.
Yeah, because we want videos. We want lots
Jaden
of stuff.
has another
Jaden
question.
Has a question.
How do truck nerds make dual exhaust from a single? So basically, it's all in welding of pipes. So if you have a 4-cylinder engine, you could basically have the exhaust manifold come off or the header, and then design your own dual exit outlet and make it come to the back.
Sure.
Now, is that going to be good? Maybe not for performance, maybe for sound. It's just one of those things. It depends on the application.
Okay.
All right. So what was next on our agenda?
Next. Well, you wanted to talk about the 300,000.
All right. So we have some big news. We just hit 289,000 subscribers.
We are so close.
So close to 300. You guys are doing great. I see on the social media when you guys are spreading about the word of the channel, trying to get more people to subscribe and whatnot. We're going to do something a little fun. So right now we can't really have a car show. We can't have a Raity's Rides event. It's just because of this whole situation we're in with the pandemic, and we don't want to jeopardize Walker Ford, and I definitely don't want to jeopardize anybody's wellness. So we're definitely going to have a celebration. The next celebration won't be until the end of September, the last weekend of September. I'm going to say that's probably going to be the 350K celebration.
Makes sense.
What we're going to do for 300, which let me pause that because we got another super chat.
David Wilkerson. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes. So glad
to hear you guys are planning to visit some of us. Hope this helps.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
It's really awesome. And it really means so much to meet you guys. Today, I got to meet a subscriber who lives further north than where we're located. And I got to do a review of his 2003 Mach 1. So stay tuned for that. But thank you, David, for that. That's very generous.
It means a
lot.
We're
definitely going to put that towards the travel piggy bank for sure. So here's what we're going to do. When we hit 300K, the 300,000 mark, we're going to have a little bit of a virtual car show.
Ooh.
What I want you to do is you can, and it doesn't matter what kind of car it is, you send up to 4 pictures to the Raity's Rides.
Which is, go to our website.
Go to our website.
You can see the information there, or I can,
we're going to post
We'll post the information. So you don't have to write anything
down. Don't do anything yet because we're not at 300K yet.
Yeah.
But here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a virtual Raity's Rides virtual car show. I'm going to have you guys who want to enter can submit up to 4 pictures of your car. Then I'm going to have some of the Raity's Rides team members go through and sort through all the pictures. And then we're going to select, depending on how many we get, maybe like the top 20, top 25, depending on how many cars we get.
We've got a panel of advisors already selected who's going to go
Your car will be featured in a Raity's Rides virtual car show vlog.
And you win a giveaway.
And you will be winning giveaways.
We'll have some winners.
Big giveaways.
The winners.
Yes.
Yes, I'm so excited.
So stay tuned for that.
A virtual car show.
I mean,
what a great idea.
We can't.
And Peter Carey, who's one of our subscribers, kind of planted the seed of this idea.
Thank you, Peter. Save the way, Peter.
That's right.
Kind of gave me that idea. Really thought it would be fun to showcase your cars. Since the traveling's kind of limited right now. Right. I can't make it to everybody. Why not you send me your car, your information about your car, and I will review it virtually for everybody to see.
I think that's awesome.
For it to permanently be not only on Raity's Rides, but also on YouTube.
That's right.
And you win prizes.
That's such a great idea. So no need to write anything down.
Not yet. That's for when we get to 300,000.
We will post all the information on all the different social media.
We are going to do another live. It's
We've got lots of super chats coming in.
Another super chat.
We got several.
Artie
K, what's up? You two are awesome. Thank you for the content. Bought a 2020 Civic SI yesterday.
Awesome.
Any suggestions on a better exhaust?
My advice is reach out to Honda Pro Jason. Honda Pro Jason is on Instagram. He's on Facebook, and he has his own YouTube channel. He knows Hondas like I know the back of my hand.
Yeah.
There are tons of companies to go with, and it really just comes down to what type of sound that you want. I know in the past, one exhaust brand that I really loved was NVIDIA. I would put those on my Subarus and whatnot, and really enjoyed their sound. It wasn't too loud. It wasn't too obnoxious. just enough to give a little bit more. So congratulations. Hell of a job finding one, because there's like no SIs at any dealership near us.
Yeah, not
so
at all.
Great job. Congrats.
Yeah, that's a great choice.
Reach out to Honda Pro Jason. Let him know I sent you. Or like I said, check out NVIDIA. Great brand.
Yeah, great advice. Sully.
Sully, I love Sully.
Hi from Park City, Utah.
We've been out to Park City.
We have.
Yes.
We love Park City.
Did we do one of those landslides? We did
one of those resorts where you buy the all-day thing and you just slide down the slides.
Down those slides.
That was so much fun.
Sully, you're awesome.
Food there is great.
Tell your daughter. His daughter also supports the channel.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Tell your daughter we said hello. She was he took a picture of her wearing a Raity's Ride shirt.
Oh, that's so great. Thank you so much. Thanks for doing that.
Thanks, Sully. You're awesome, man.
Okay, we got another one coming in from
Jaden. What gives a car's exhaust an exhaust note? Many different things. It's going to be the engine. It's going to be the diameter, which is the opening of the piping, the tubing. Do you have a cat delete? Do you have a muffler delete? There's lots of different variables there that affect the sound of an engine. Hopefully that helps, Jaden. Thank you for your super chat.
That's good to know.
Benji,
another one. Thank you.
We
Benji.
do need to take a trip to Tennessee. I love Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
Love the dragon.
Telling me about that.
Yeah, love the tail of the dragon. The roads are awesome. Absolutely. Yes. And Lori with her BRZ.
Oh, the BRZ
will
would
love,
have,
yes.
like, would
will
never
be heaven.
Leave. It's
I wouldn't.
It's natural habitat.
Yes.
I think. All right, so we've got another one here from Benji. Oh, thanks, Benji.
Thanks, Benji.
He's chatting for Troy Bone. Wants to know if trucks can enter
any vehicle.
Oh,
Troy.
enter the competition.
Trucks,
yeah, heck yeah.
Cars, and you know what? I say, what the hell? Do you want to do motorcycles?
Sure.
Let's do motorcycles
too.
Ride.
I don't care if it's a bicycle. Just go. We'll give you all the details. A bicycle.
Bicycle.
And a motorcycle.
I was thinking bicycle. Like, no on the bicycle.
No on the bicycle?
Yeah, okay. It has to happen.
Well, you just want to send it for sentimental value because you want us to see it, but it won't be entered into the competition at the panel.
We'll keep it at motorcycles. Let's keep it up. Yeah.
What about those little stand-up scooters? You know, I love those.
I know you love those, but let's not.
Aren't those fun? Those are cute.
How about Segways? Since they're going out of business.
Somebody might want to promote their Segway that they saved up for.
Somebody's racing Segway. Jaden is back again. How to straight pipes or make exhaust louder? Well, it all depends. Just because an exhaust is straight, does that mean that that's the best setup? It all depends on back pressure. Certain engines need more back pressure. Other engines don't need as much back pressure. I don't advise just running straight pipes on a lot of cars because you want a little bit of back pressure. Plus, you're just gonna get attention from people that you don't want to chat. Yes.
Yeah, you don't want everybody.
Yes. So thank you, Jaden.
Yeah, thanks for the super chats, everybody, and we really, really appreciate it. Isaac wants to know, when did I know that Joe was
riding your bicycle?
When I was on my scooter, my racing stand-up scooter, which we did when we were actually in Utah.
Don't change the subject.
When we were in Utah, don't you remember? We were trying to race on those scooters, which they're really fun. I actually had pretty great hopes after our first date because when he walked me to my car, he carried from Panera. Carried because I didn't eat all my food, so he carried that out. Nervous. I know I was, but carried that out for me and gave me a hug, and I was like, "Whoa!"
No kiss.
Like, didn't even try, and I was like,
"I'm not giving kisses away."
Yeah, so I had pretty high hopes after that, and then, gosh, I want to say it wasn't maybe a few weeks later. I kind of had a good feeling. He's very romantic guy over here.
Well, thank you. That's very sweet of you for saying that.
Yes. All right, Jaden. Great question, Isaac. Yes. Thank you for asking. Jaden, what did the straight pipe mean and how is it done?
So basically what you would do, Jaden, is to straight pipe an exhaust. You would take your catalytic converter off and your mufflers and literally just run straight pipe. Just straight pipe. That's all it meant. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's simple as that.
Okay. Stephen Cravens wants to know, I'm definitely sending in pics of my new silver CX-30.
Congrats.
Oh, Stephen, yeah. You were emailing back and forth earlier.
Yes, I totally remember that.
Yeah. So awesome. Thank you so much.
Congrats on your new CX-30. It's a great car, and silver is a great color. They make a great color.
It is a great color. I'm laughing at Turbo Pickle. I love Turbo Pickle.
Turbo Pickle. That name, that picture. interesting.
I know. I love it. Awesome. Love the content. Take my money.
I appreciate it.
You're very kind.
I appreciate it. And it's just coming right back to you guys. So
I know, Benji, he was blushing. Wasn't that cute?
I was blushing a little bit, yes.
You're so romantic.
Yes, well, thank you.
Raiti's Romantic Rides. I'm not sure if that would be a super popular channel.
YouTube might shut it down.
They might actually, because it probably would go a little too far. So we'll just keep it to the family-friendly stuff.
That's the 300K.
Stay
so
tuned
thank
for more
you.
Information on that.
Thank you for helping us get to that mark. We are so close. We are so close. The sooner we get to 300K, the sooner we could have the Raiti's Rides first ever virtual car show.
Ron, thank you, Ron, so much.
Thank you so much for that super chat. He says, Ron says, how about that Jeep Gladiator Mojave? You look like you enjoyed yourself.
Boy, did he.
And the second manual do clutch on your Shelby. Okay, so on the Shelby GT350, Ron, whether it's an R or a regular GT350, they only come in 6-speed manual. So I like to road through my own gears, even though it may not be as fast as a dual clutch. I would have to go Shelby GT500 to have the dual clutch. Okay. And the GT500 is a great car. I love driving it with the dual clutch. Do I want to own it? No. I personally want the manual and definitely the Voodoo engine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my favorite. So thank you, Ron, for that super chat.
Yeah,
thank you for that great question.
And he totally
sharing the Mojave.
Got a kick out
the Jeep Mojave. I literally drove over an hour to get to those off-road
If you haven't
sections.
watched that video, guys, you really need to. I mean, just his expression and him laughing.
Well, especially there was that one part where it looks like the Jeep is underwater. Oh my God. I mean, I hit this like water puddle. I don't even know if you call it like a lake.
Yeah.
And the water was literally leaking inside. I was like, oh my God. Good thing I have a life jacket on. No, I didn't really have a life jacket on. Troy,
thank you.
Absolutely love the chat, man. We love you too, and we'll definitely keep bringing it to you. You guys deserve the best, and I want to bring the best to you. Corey, thanks again. And even the people who can't super chat for whatever reason, thank you as well for just being here.
Yeah, and thank you guys so much for asking your questions. We're gonna do our best.
We're gonna go through these. We're just got a little bit more.
We do want to tell you a little bit about what's coming up. So we got
another one. David Wilkerson. What performance luxury car that you would recommend for under 40,000? So that's a good question. For under 40,000, I really like the Honda. I know this is gonna sound crazy. I like the Honda Accord Touring.
Yeah.
It's a quick car. Yeah, it's a comfortable car.
I can always tell by his expressions too.
It's got adaptive. It's got adaptive suspension. It's got the turbocharged engine. I mean, and it's quick.
It's got a lot.
It handles well. I really, really like it.
Great question. Brent Engstrom. Thank you, Brent. Just bought a 2020 Kia Stinger
GT.
The
Chroma Blue. Yes, Brent. I remember you telling me.
Nice.
That's a special edition, one of 500.
Ooh, one of 500. I love the Stinger.
Yeah, Stinger GT. That's another great car. For under 40, it's going to be hard to get a GT2, but it's a great car.
Yeah. Matthew. Thank you, Matthew. Here's one of those big.
Share bags,
share bags of Skittles for the car party tray. Great content as always, and looking forward to the Shelby.
Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that, and I can't wait to share the Shelby with all you guys. You know, it's a special car, and I definitely want to do a lot of different things with it, and really allow you to almost be there with me. Yeah, I want to just share it with them really, really well.
So what do we have coming up? Where are we going to be so that hopefully we can meet some of these
Okay, people? So listen up. If you live in Pennsylvania, we are going to be at what's called the Ford Nationals in Carlisle. I've never been to this event. I've heard it is unbelievable. It's the largest Ford event gathering in the country.
Yeah.
So here's what I am expecting. I'm expecting to see the Mach 1 in person, the 2021 redesigned F-150, and fingers crossed, the Bronco. Plus, we want to see you guys. So if anybody lives in that area where Carlisle is, the fairgrounds or whatever the heck that place is, the fairgrounds, we're going to set up a meet and greet at the event so that we can.
And we're going to mask up.
Yes, we're going to.
And we're not going to shake hands with anybody.
Fist bump, elbow bump.
Or just stay 6 feet away.
We can take some pictures.
And we take some pictures. We've been doing that with lots of the
subscribers. We got Raiti's.
Stay 6 feet away.
Yeah, we got Raiti's Rides swag to hand out. It'll be all clean and sanitized.
Yeah, we're excited. We're really excited to see if we can get our hands on the Mach 1.
Yes. The great news is we've been approved for press credentials, and that's going to get us behind the scenes. But we want to make sure, stay tuned. If you are going to that, or if you live in that area, stay tuned, because we're going to do a meet and greet. I want to meet those of you who can make it that are out in Pennsylvania.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. We actually, Lori's got
I found some and got the branding.
We have a Raity's Rides face mask coming.
So that way you'll know, so that you don't,
Yeah, like, was that
Joe Raiti and Lori? Even though we'll be wearing these T-shirts that say Raity's Rides. Of course.
And we're going to be filming. So it's kind of hard to miss us.
All right. And
thank you, Benji, for another super chat.
Yes, thank you so much.
So state that is at the end of July
30th.
July 30th,
August 1st
and August 2nd.
It's a nice long weekend. So if you live close by and you're looking for something to do, buy some masks, bring whatever car you're driving in. We're just renting a car.
We're just renting a car.
So we'd love to see you.
Yes, we're going to fly in. This will be our first trip since the pandemic. Our last trip was the Chicago Auto Show and the media events with Honda and Nissan.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
We're excited for this. I want to
to
come see you guys. I'm going to protect myself, but I want to come see you guys.
Yeah, we're going to be very careful. Also, we already told you, but let's tell them again about what's coming up
tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Be here for the F-150 unveil. I got all the details, the footage. Hopefully you've seen the Mach 1 virtual unveil that I've done. And then also, eventually, we got the Bronco coming. So the Bronco was originally set to be unveiled July 9th.
What's weird about that, though?
Somebody made a boo-boo. That's O.J. Simpson's birthday.
Why would they? That's so fascinating to me. I don't know if it was a boo-boo. I don't know. If anybody else works in marketing and PR, I have a marketing background, and I wonder,
That's really weird. That's weird.
Is that one of those things?
So
I don't know.
They decided to move it to July 15th. So this seems to be the story of the Bronco moving the unveil. The thing that breaks my heart is that all these cars we should have seen at the New York Auto Show.
I know.
But the New York Auto Show is not happening. It's been officially canceled until next year. Same with Detroit.
We've got several super chats just came in.
Yes,
hold on,
we got to scroll up a little bit.
Jaden has a quick question here. Difference between tailgating and fishtailing.
All right. Well, tailgating.
Big difference.
Tailgating could be a couple different things. Tailgating you could do at a football game,
right?
Where you have a little barbecue
and you're
eating food, or you could be riding somebody's bumper, which is not a cool thing to do.
No.
Only not nice people do that.
Right.
And then fishtailing. Let's pretend that my key fob is a car. So fishtailing would be the back. This is the front. The ring part is the front. This is the back. Fishtailing would be the back is swaying back and forth like a fishtail. There we go.
Makes sense.
So there you go, Jaden.
All right, Zep Crazy Free.
What's up, Zep Crazy Free? Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, I'm sure someone mentioned it already, but please feature a motorcycle, superbike, cruiser, MX, etc. soon. Love you both. On throttle. Wow, wow, wow. 100, you got it.
Thank you for that super chat. And yes, we do need to feature a motorcycle sooner or later. I did ride motorcycles for 14 years, so I am very knowledgeable.
We've been thinking about it.
I've actually been thinking about starting a second channel just for motorcycles.
How about we clone you? And then the clone can do one channel, and then you can do this channel.
Yeah, there you go.
So
perfect. Yes. That's a great suggestion, and we're going to try to figure something out.
We are going to.
I don't want to muddy the channel with motorcycles and cars. I think that's just going to be too much. We're going to have to figure out a plan, but I definitely want to. Listen, I've owned CBR 1000 RRs. I had a Honda RC51, a Ducati 1299 Panigale. I had a BMW S1000 RR. So I've even had a Harley Davidson V-Rod, and what else have I had? I've had a lot of motorcycles.
You have had a lot of motorcycles.
Yes.
I love this on throttle hashtag. We need to make that a thing.
We need to start the hashtag. I need to add that to my Instagram. Free. Yeah.
We've got another Million Miler. Thank you so much. My goodness. Got an
in advance to help y'all. Thank you, Million Miler.
Will you all ever do a collaboration with Scotty Kilmer? I love y'all so much, and I'm glad to do this. You all are like family to me. Love y'all, Uncle Joe and Aunt Laura. You're so
thank
sweet.
you. We love you too, man. And we can't do it without you and everybody else. Scotty Kilmer, I would love to collaborate with him.
Like if we could get
connected somehow, we're willing to collaborate with like somebody brought up Doug DeMauro.
Oh, I'd love to collaborate.
Straight Pipes. I would love to do collaborate with Straight Pipes.
Savage Geese. Those
Savage
guys.
Geese. I mean, there's lots of different organizations and people out there that I would love to. It's just right now, it's like mission impossible. Yeah. It really is. But thank you for that awesome, generous super chat.
Very generous.
Benji, thank you once again.
Definitely done on purpose. The Bronco thing. I think so too.
For sure. I think you're right, Benji.
I'm with you on that one.
All right, what do we have left in our little list of?
Hold on, we've got another one here. Let me double check.
Did we get Glenn?
We did not get Glenn.
Glenn W. Still loving Raity's rides in my 2019 Bullet.
Nice.
Thanks for all you do. Bullet is a great choice. Excellent. You got the same horsepower as the Mach 1. You got a unique color if you went with the green. And just overall, I mean, it's a classic. Yeah, it's a classic. Thank you, Glenn, for the super chat. I'm sorry that we had to double back to get you. I hope you're still here, and I hope you're listening.
Okay, good.
All right, what do we got?
Well, Rick is loving his Raiti's Rides T-shirt. He's going to wear it tomorrow.
Thank you, Rick.
Rick. That's
we appreciate it. Oh, speaking of shirts, we got the new On Throttle shirts.
Yeah.
We've ordered them. I'm waiting for them to show up. But On Throttle with the Raiti's Rides logo. It's like a match made in heaven.
Well, and I have a secret that even you don't know.
Oh.
So I've been working on the Raiti's Rides newsletter, which is going to be called On Throttle. Don't you love that?
That's awesome. Very good. Wow.
Thank you.
You're sneaky.
I know,
in a good way.
I was doing that on my break.
Thank you for doing that.
All right. So the Mach 1.
Mach 1 is back.
About that?
So if you didn't see my vlog on it, definitely check out the vlog. Mach 1 is coming back. It's a, 17-year hiatus?
Yeah, 2004 was the last one.
Yes.
What's really cool, though, of course, we've already talked about it a little bit.
Sure.
We're going to get our hands on one at the Ford Nationals, but you got your hands on a 2003 Mach 1.
Yes. So today I met an awesome subscriber by the name of Blake. He drove over an hour to meet me in a location, undisclosed, of course, secret location, with his 2003 Mach 1. And it is one heck of a car. Stay tuned for that review.
It's going to be fun to see that and then see the new one
back to back. For sure.
So that's coming. And then, of course, the Ford Bronco unveil. Yes. When did they move the
July 15th.
July 15th.
Okay. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully, Kristen is going to hook me up from Ford.
We try. We try as hard as we possibly can. And guys, a lot of the times they get us the information at the 11th hour.
Yeah, like literally
last minute.
Here, the reason why they do that is because there's some automotive journalists that will take that information and then just put it out there, leak it before their date, and they don't like that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Million Miler. Thank you, everybody who's super chatted, by the way. Is it time to try to answer some of these?
Yes, let's answer some questions here and see what you guys have.
So we're going to go through these questions.
GV80, any word on the GV80?
GV80. So Chad, here's the thing. You know, the GV80, no, you're fine. The GV80 should have been here, should be here July. I don't know if it's going to be here for sure. If you look at your local car dealerships, one thing you're going to notice is a lot of empty space on their lots. Inventory is very low. It's taking some time for the factories to catch back up. I mean, think about it. Think about how long it took for toilet paper to show back up on the shelf.
Well, we're still waiting.
We can't even find a Lysol wipe
if
our life depended on it. So it's going to take time. If all goes well, we should have a GV80 on the channel next month. But if we don't, it may take a little bit longer. But it's coming. Rob, my contact over at Fitzgerald Hyundai, has us all. He's going to hook us up.
Any word, Pratham wants to know, any word on the 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee?
So they are expected to come out with a redesign. It's supposed to be coming. I don't know if it's going to be a 2021 model anymore. They may unveil it in 2021 as a 2022.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of it is the COVID thing.
Because of COVID, yeah. That makes sense.
I don't know if you guys heard bad news. They're saying that Toyota is canceling the Lcf. So the LC is that beautiful, nice Coke bottle shaped car you really like. Remember how
it's beautiful.
They're not canceling that car, the LC 500, but they're canceling the high performance version of it.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, so
that's just a real bummer. Okay.
What we got?
Hexam 001 wants to know 2020 Subaru WRX STI or Mustang GT PP1. Trying to decide between the two.
You know, it's funny because I had so many people busting my chops when I reviewed a Mustang GT, and I think it was a PP1 compared to a WRX STI. they're two totally different cars. I understand that.
Feel, yes.
But they are close in price. It really depends on what you want. I think that if you want old school turbocharged car, like when it was really cool to have a turbo on your car, it seems like every car has a turbo now, even bicycles. No bicycles.
Stand-up scooters.
Yes, no bicycles for the show. If you want that old school feel where it's like nothing, 4,000 RPM. Whoa, here we go.
Yeah.
Go with the STI.
Right.
If you want something that's maybe a little bit more friendlier around town and more comfortable to ride in, then I would go the Mustang GT Performance Pack.
How do you, but what about, you've got the all-wheel drive versus the rear-wheel drive. To me, that's another factor too.
It is. And, if you live up north, there's going to be times where that all-wheel drive is going to be great. But, snow tires are getting better and better to where there are people who have rear-wheel drive cars.
Do you want to do burnouts? Isn't that really the ultimate question that we're trying to
I don't know. I don't know. It
could be a factor. Maybe not.
I just think that the transmission-wise, the 6-speed manual in the STI is way better than the manual in the Mustang GT.
Yeah.
And everybody knows the issues that they're having from time to time with it. That's why I like the Mach 1, because the Mach 1 has the Tremec transmission from the GT350.
That makes sense. How about the new Subaru Forester? Chad was wondering if you have any info on that.
We've done lots of reviews on it. So if you haven't had a chance, here's one thing I've been telling people. They ask me if I reviewed a certain car. If you ever want to know if Raiti's Rides has reviewed a certain car on YouTube, type in like Forester and then just type Raiti's Rides next to it.
Yep.
And it'll actually pull up all my Subaru Forester. So you don't have to scroll through all my videos, because we do have over 1,300 videos on the channel.
Dang.
It's only been 2.5 years, guys.
How do you do it?
Thank you. Well, I got help from you. That's number one.
He's a machine.
And then all of you that support me. You guys are great.
Okay. What about an updated Kia Telluride SX?
Javier, that's a great question. I will definitely add that to my list. Just be forewarned that it's going to be probably a little bit, because it was already hard enough to find a fully loaded Telluride SX. Now it's even more impossible because of the factory shutdown and just inventory being so low. But I will definitely try to add that. It's a great SUV. I love the Telluride. If I was going to buy an SUV, the Telluride would be even if I wanted a small one, I'd buy the Telluride.
Yeah, he does love the Telluride.
David Wilkerson, is the GT350 good for a long road trip? I haven't been in a long road trip in a GT350, we'll find out. I really think that if Recaro seats, I'll have to get back to you from my own experience when I get mine. But I really believe that the ventilated and cooled seats that you could get with the GT350, if you don't want the Recaros, those are as comfy as hell.
Oh yeah.
You could go on a super long road trip, and I really think, a great point. I personally think the Recaros aren't going to be as aggressive as the ones in the Focus RS or your ST. Plenty of room. I
don't see why that wouldn't be a good car for a long road trip.
Plus, like the GT350 has the Magna Ride suspension, and even over pavement that's kind of torn up, it rides really well.
What about reviewing an Aston Martin DBX? Is that on the docket?
That is on the docket. It's all about supply, and if they have any.
Yeah. It's not about the demand.
Plenty of demand. Yeah. There's plenty of demand for all these cars. It's about supply. So as soon as I get one at my local dealership, here's the great news. You guys, I'm sure, saw, and if you haven't, definitely use that search thing. The Aston Martin DBS Superleggera convertible we did, I'm going to be getting more Aston Martins. So DBX hopefully will be added to that list next month. July, we're going to have the Vantage.
Oh, I can't wait.
I can't wait either. Yes.
Tom wants to know, Stinger GT2 or Supra?
Well, Tom, those are really total end of the spectrum when it comes to the type of car. I personally, I love them both. I would go Supra. If you don't need 4 doors, Supra is going to be quicker than the Stinger GT2. Obviously, looks are always in the eye of the beholder, but it just performs so much better than the GT2. But if you need 4 doors, GT2 really the Stinger GT2 really is a great choice.
Rich just made a comment about our shirts. He loves them. If you do want to get a shirt like this, just go to raitisrides.com. You click shop, and it takes you right to the spreadsheet.
Or I've actually added the link to this live stream.
Yeah, description of the live stream. Let's see here. Is Hyundai making a Palisade N-Line? If so, when will you review it?
Well, you know what's funny is, Mr. Car Enthusiast, they actually did that as an April Fool's Day joke. They posted pictures of a Palisade N-Line.
It's not very funny. I mean,
and
actually, maybe it is.
The funny thing is, people loved it.
I know, right?
So now they're actually thinking of doing it, but there's no word yet. First, we have to get the Sonata N-Line, the Elantra N-Line, Tucson N-Line, if you could believe that, the Kona N-Line. I think Palisade N-Line is going to be a while. So possibly, but no guarantee.
All right, let's see. Million Miler, would you all ever get a snake for a pet since you're getting a GT350R?
No, we love our dog, Dillinger.
No.
I like, it's nice to have a pet with fur.
Lord Geek, we already talked about the Shelby GT, but why don't you let us know when
when will I buy? So I guess the good question, when will I get it? There probably would get it sometime in August.
Yeah.
That's my prediction. But anything can happen. That's why you got to watch these vlogs that I'm going to put together, because when you're ordering a car, it's not so cut and dry. Like you order it, it's built, and it's delivered. There's a lot of behind the scenes nonsense that happens. There's cars that are built and sent to the shipyard, whether it be the train yard or an actual shipyard, and they sit there for a while until somebody comes and gets them.
Oh, gosh. Eric Jefferson, thank you so much. 4 hours in the 350 is as far as I've been, and it was okay. And I have the Recaro.
Okay,
so there you go.
Thank you, Eric, for sharing that
helps.
personal input. And that's another thing. So many of you that own these cars, it's one thing to hear what I have to say driving the car for an hour, or if I have a press fleet vehicle for a week, but it's awesome when you guys who own these cars put some comments in there to let people know what are you experiencing, because there's no better advice than somebody who has the car.
Yeah, that's really
driving it every day.
Experience
every day. There's sometimes I go to a dealership to review a car. I have the car for 40 minutes. I mean, I do my best.
It's just not going to tell you in the long term.
It's not going to tell you everything.
Mr. Mosby wants to know, Trackhawk or Hellcat?
That's interesting.
Very interesting question.
If I never drove a Trackhawk, I probably would have said Hellcat. But because Trackhawks you just don't see, and because it's just like the biggest, I don't know, just like when it comes to power and what it's all about, the Trackhawk really stands out. I mean, performance, flexibility, the usability of it, even though I do like Hellcats.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going Trackhawk?
Yeah, I'm going Trackhawk.
Okay.
Thank you, Benji. You're the man.
Benji, really appreciate you. I mean,
you're very generous, man.
He's so sweet.
You're very generous.
All right. So let me scroll up a little bit
and
here.
And Benji, because I don't mean to cut you off. Benji, because of your generosity, the next time I come up to Walker Ford, I have a gift for you. I'm gonna bring something special for you.
Oh, that's so nice.
I have to. I mean, the guy's super chatting for other people.
I know.
It's generous. So nice.
Generous.
Yeah.
Okay, we only have a few minutes left here.
According to who?
According to the clock.
Oh. I thought you were going to say according to the boss, which is you.
You're sweet.
She's the production manager.
You're sweet. Old 12 School 3, Toyota Tacoma, V6 or 4-cylinder? What's the better engine?
I would go V6.
Okay.
I think V6, you're not going to put strain. If you're going to tow anything, you could run the AC and it's not going to shake the whole truck. I think that's the way to go.
Okay. Good enough. Let me scroll back up here and find some more questions. This is really nice. Pinoy Car Guy 88. Thanks for helping my mom get into a 2020 Outback Touring XT.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. Tell her I said congratulations. And that Outback Touring XT is a great lifted wagon. I don't care. It says SUV on Subaru's website. An Outback is not an SUV to me. It's a lifted wagon, and it always will be. And there's nothing wrong with that.
How much longer is Ford continuing the 550? The S550.
They're saying
Mustang.
2022, possibly.
Okay.
Maybe 2023.
Let's see here. do you think you can get your hands? Prathan wants to know if you can get your hands on a Bugatti
Chiron. No, probably not going to happen.
Do you know anybody who has
anytime
one,
soon?
Prathan, that we can.
Yeah, or anybody who works at Bugatti.
Mr. Mosby wants to know if I'm looking at any new cars for myself. No, I'm really, really happy with my Subaru.
Lori is really rooting. I think we might have got another super chat down there. Lori is really rooting for this GT350R.
I know. I can't wait. Denny Huang Jiang
from Canada.
From Canada. It's been a while, guys. Always love watching your reviews. Thank you so much.
We're so happy to have you here. We're so happy everybody showed up. We had over 200 people throughout the night tonight chiming in, and all the people who super chatted. Your generosity is unbelievable, and it's very humbling. And like I said, it's going to be put towards that trip to Pennsylvania so we could see a lot of you and do more. I want to do more trips. Where are we going in September?
Oh, in September, Wicked Big Meet.
We're still planning on going to Connecticut.
In Stafford Springs,
yes.
Connecticut.
Wicked Big Meet.
We're planning on
the country's largest Subaru. Subaru event. We're also going to be going out to SEMA in November in Las Vegas.
William Demopoulos, thank you so much.
We got some great fans from Canada
tonight.
That's why we got to go to the Toronto Auto Show.
Guys,
I wish we would have went this year.
I know. We're definitely going. We're not passing up any auto shows ever again because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, we learned our lesson.
So you just got to, take it one day at a time.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So we are at time.
It's been an hour. It's been more than an hour.
More than an hour.
Yes.
And as much as I would love to stay here and chat, this guy would stay here all night if I let him. We do need to get things in order.
I'll be honest, guys. I'm a little tired today. I didn't get home from filming until 5:30.
Yeah. And you guys know how hot it is in Florida, and he's been outside.
We did a lot of filming. And trust me, I'm not complaining. I love what I do.
Yes.
But I am a little, I'm sure you can see my eyes. I'm a little, I'm trying to hold my eyes open.
We've only got one Joe Raiti, so we need to get him hydrated. And thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Gosh, we can't thank you enough for all the super chats, all the great questions. For those of you who we didn't get to your questions, please know that we really, really appreciate you. And we will definitely look for those questions in our next live Q&A, which will be happening next month. But tune in tomorrow night at 8 p.m.
8 p.m. The 2021 Ford F-150 plus Friday. I better see you here on the channel at 5:30. We are doing a badass comparison. Shelby GT500 versus the Lingenfelter Camaro ZL1 1LE.
Wow.
On throttle. She heard me editing the footage. She thought somebody was screaming for their life.
I didn't know what was going on.
It was this guy on throttle, rowing through the 6-speed in that ZL1.
Get your circus peanuts, your Twizzlers.
Rich, thank you for sneaking that in last minute. Yeah. You are the best. It takes one to know one. All of you are awesome. Thank you for showing up tonight. Thank you for showing up each and every day. We cannot do this without you. And I'm looking forward to coming out and meeting you.
That's right.
And all the other future events.
So just like always, guys, we'll see you on the next ride.
Bye, guys. Good night. See ya. Benji, thanks for the super chats.
Thank you, Mario.
We got more super chats.